This is the Asus NovaGo. You could be mistaken for thinking that it is a ZenBook because in a lot of ways it certainly looks like it, although ZenBook fans will notice it's missing the concentric circle design on the top. Otherwise though, it does look a lot like all of Asus' other notebooks, but it does have the important difference inside of having a Qualcomm Snapdragon 835 processor. Now that means that this device has LTE. It also has up to 22 hours of video playback. And that's really excellent battery life. They're also saying up to 30 days of standby battery time, which is just absolutely absurd by modern standards. Now, we know the pricing of this particular device. It's going to start at $599 for 4 gigabytes of RAM and 64 gigabytes of solid-state storage. If you want to upgrade that to the higher-end model, which is $800, you'll get 8 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of storage. You know, that's very similar actually to the Asus ZenBook UX330UA, one of our favorite budget notebooks. And in fact, the overall look and feel of this laptop is not far off of that, although it's a little different here and there. So it's interesting to see how the pricing is shaken out. It's actually not really undercutting the Intel-powered ZenBook UX330UA by a significant margin. Qualcomm thinks that that'll be okay because they are bringing that LTE always-on connectivity as well as the extreme battery life, which will give it an edge in those regards against Intel-powered systems. Now you might be wondering about the performance, and we'll just take a look here at OneNote and see that, you know, it does take a few seconds to load, and I think you would probably find that on something like a Core i5, i7 system, yeah, it would be a little bit quicker there. However, for this sort of use, basically using the Office programs, browsing the web, it seems to be all right. We've had the chance to use them for 10-15 minutes here on the floor with Wi-Fi connectivity, and I can say that it's been feeling particularly sluggish or slow in this sort of usage. Now, if you're wanting to get into the heavier stuff, you know, you probably wouldn't want to edit video on this, but that's not really the point of this system. Now, the Asus NovaGo will be available first quarter of 2018, and aside from all the cool stuff I've shown here, it will also support Windows Ink, which means that you'll be able to get a stylus and use it with this system. So this is definitely one to look out for in the first half of 2018.